Check this out. I bet I can do a YouTube intro. I'm an amateur, but check this out. Yo, what is going on? No, I'm not doing that. Yo, what is going on, guys? You know what I mean? I hit my hand on the desk because I did the throat chop. Ow. Anyway, whatever. Ranking Sekiro bosses. At the time of streaming this, it's been way past the Sekiro stuff. Not way, but it's been pretty past. But yeah, we're gonna do it because it'll be funny. And I bet you hijinks will ensue. That's what I'm thinking. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking here. So yeah, what do we do? What do we do? They got... I didn't make the thing on the left. I'll say that for free. They got perfect, they got amazing, they got good, they got average, they got bad, they got awful. Okay. I think I can work with it. Ugh. And I'm gonna rank, because there's so few of them, I'm also gonna rank them like one above the other kind of thing. So, I want to start off by clearing a big chunk, because I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real right now. This is me being real, chat. Watch this, ready? Ahem, ahem, ahem. And then that. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure those are the, I'm pretty sure this is how that goes. Yeah. Yeah, because the whole, yeah, I put the awful ones are the ones that aren't in water, and the ones that are in water are average, because, like, I like the idea. I think it's really cool. You know? They make 5 little candies with special properties after, like, these 5 dudes that are kind of... It's kind of like in Hollow Knight, where they got, like, the warrior graves, you know, and you fight ghosts of, like, important people. This is some music. This is some music. Oh my gosh. Actually, hold up. This is a small little thingy, actually. Let me hide this for a second, because I just realized I could have done this better. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's wrong. Okay. No, we fix. There we go. Okay, now it's on like a separate thingy, so I can like... Ugh. So I can actually like go into like my thing and like turn the music down without just going over to the YouTube thing. Man, I'm clever. Okay, so we do this, right? And that's what I think. That's what I think. I like the underwater guys though. I think they're pretty tight. You know what I mean? The music needs to be more chill. There we go. It needs to be yeah, I think the underwater ones are more chill, assuming I have them right. I don't know about Ungo, but I know for a fact Yashariku was, because Yashariku was down in the fountainhead. But the water ones are always easier because of the reason that you can actually like fight them without a certain... I'm the kind of person that doesn't like linear game design a lot of the time. I usually like the non-linear approach. I like the variety of being able to do other things, right? So that being said, I really don't vibe with the ones that are on land, because it's kind of just get divine confetti or cry about it, loser. And I can't really endorse such a behavior, frankly. You know, I think they're placed in really neat places, and like the reward where you get like the infinite version of the candy, and that's how you figure out who they are. Like, it's neat. I like that. I like that. I just don't think, you know, insta-kill mechanics and stuff like that as well. It's just silly. You know what I mean? Ah, it's just, it's funky. So, like, yeah. I don't know. I was trying to think of anything else. There's not a lot to say about them. They're not, you know, there's like, they're not. The fact they're in this list is kind of surprising. I'm gonna be 100%. But that's how that's going to go. Because they're more mini bosses at the end of the day than anything. They're just really special ones. You know? It's like if they put like, it's like this and like Shishiman Warrior kind of stuff. It's just, they're weird. I don't really appreciate them much, but they're here and they're hanging out. They're alright, you know? I just don't like having to go and get Divine Confetti for it. It's like in Dark Souls if you needed a weapon buff, like a specific one to hurt a guy. Like, I don't usually like that, usually. I find that annoying. Personally. But I know people could disagree and all that. And the water ones always are quicker. I find myself doing the water ones before I do the Bozo, the Three Stooges down there, dare I say. So yeah, that's what I think. Now, the next person I'm thinking of is weird. Because I'm looking at Gyobu down there. Because I kind of want to do it in order a little bit. And Gyobu's weird. Because I think he's an okay boss, but I think he's a really bad introduction. You know what I mean? He kind of teaches you a lot of habits that you don't want to know. If that, you know? It's weird. You get me? I need a mull on it for a second here. Because, like, Yeah. It teaches you not good stuff. Like, it teaches you to wail on things. He doesn't really do a lot of deflecting you can get away with. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. He's a lot, like, I can see why him and like Demon of Hatred share the same arena. It's very like, they're very similar. You just wouldn't think it because they're violently different from each other, appearance wise. But they're very similar. Yeah, they don't work amazingly in the end, like, in the context of Sekiro, because Gyobu is just like a revamped like Knight Cavalry. Well, he was the original. Like, they used him to make Knight Cavalries and Tree Sentinels in Elden Ring. I'm almost certain of this, and those worked so much better, like so much, I think. But I still really like Gyobu, so I kind of want to put him in like good. You know what I mean? Maybe Gyobu should be in average and these two should be in bad. Maybe that's actually... Because I realized with Ungo and Yashariku, I didn't actually give like a good thing about them. You get me? Yeah, because there's no positives. Yeah, there's no positives. So I'm not... Yeah, I think I put him in a good spot. I think they're in a good spot. Yeah, I like that. I like Gyobu as a benchmark. I like that. I actually kind of like that. I think. We'll have to move it around a lot. I was actually afraid we wouldn't get a lot of content out of this. I think we're going to get more than enough. Okay. You get Lady Butterfly, right? She's weird. I think she's definitely she's definitely like a better fight than Gyobu in the Sekiro sense. I think, in my opinion. But I don't like her. I always remembered being very like, I remember being really relieved that she was so early on the Reflections of Strength. Or the Gauntlet of Strength. Because, like, I didn't want to do it again. You know what I mean? But... yeah. Yeah. I think she goes at the front of bad. But I don't think she's bad. Below Gyobu and average is actually kind of better. I think that looks nicer. Yeah. Because I just don't like it. Her gimmick's neat. I think she's a cool lady, but I just don't... It always felt like she was sucking time out of me. You know what I mean? And maybe this is from like the bias of someone that's did like the gauntlets. And have the gauntlets more in my head. But like... They were like, she was so... She's the only one... I'm looking at all these... I'm looking at all these different bosses. And I'm going like, did any of these feel like a waste of time? And there's not a lot here that I could think of that do it, but Butterfly, strangely enough, does. You know? It's interesting. That's what it is. And I think that's where it should be. Yeah. I think it should be there. I think that creature. No, I think she should be there. And then she's got that really cool death pose too, where it's like, oh! She says something about the pups all grown up, or whatever. Words. And such. But yeah. So Genichiro, on the other hand, is amazing. I don't know if he's... Oh, is he perfect? I don't know if he's perfect. He's really good, though. I bully Genny. Hey, I'm avid fan of bullying Genny. I almost said bully supporter in general. No. Like, yeah, definitely. He's great. Like, I can't think of a single thing I don't like about him. He's so clean. I think he's a better wake-up call than the other two could ever have been. He shows you what the peak of Sekiro combat can look like. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate him. And like the way you get the Way of Tomoe in there, and it's like, oh my god, don't even get me started on the Way of Tomoe. Oh, it's amazing. He's really... I don't know if he's perfect. But I'm also having a really hard time thinking of something I don't like about him. You could say he definitely gets easier over time, but because he's so like early on and fundamental and stuff like that, like I'm always happy. I'm always happy to fight Genny. Genny's one of the few people that I would go and fight off stream because I was proud of myself. And then when I came to Sekiro again for stream, like if I'm not mistaken, I think I beat him without getting hit on the first try. And then I don't think I ever did it again. But I was like so proud of myself. We'll get the other Gennys out of the way while we're doing this. Yeah, we'll get the other Gennys out of the way. Way of Tomoe is weird because it's not really that different. They just added the Black Blade, which in my universe he literally misses every time. Cuts to footage of me getting hit by it. So I think I'd still put him in amazing just because it's still Genny. Just watered down. But he's kind of supposed to be there for that. And he's kind of there to show you... I'm actually thinking on it a little bit more here. He's actually there to show you that there's, like... It's supposed to be like a look how much you've grown kind of thing. It's like how Pokemon keeps making you fight your rival all the time. It's like that. It's like you fighting Genny again. You fight him at the beginning, he's supposed to beat you. Even when you beat him, he beats you still. Then you fight him again, and you're out of, like, you're back in practice, you're in full swing, you get him. Like, it takes a bit of work, but you get him. It was a good fight. And by the time you're at Way of Tomoe, you kind of are supposed to rinse the floor with him, because if you waste too much time on him, Ishin is going to be the scariest thing in the world. You feel me? That's kind of what I'm getting. That's kind of the big emotions we're feeling here. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think, though. Yeah. What else, though? Yeah, I guess that's... Okay, we gotta think about Inner, though. Because Inner Genichiro has two changes. One I like, one I... Because the lightning deflecting back at you is tight, and I'm almost disappointed Ishin doesn't do it in the Inner one. But also that's a special thing for Geni. He's playing ball with you. I think that's really cool. Really cool. But on top of that, I don't like the other thing. Where he's all like... like, he does like his 3 twirl thing. It's... I don't know. I never liked it. I don't remember if I ever deflected it successfully that often. So I could be biased because it's just like, I hate it because it hit me. So that's the whole thing. But... yeah, I don't really get... I'm not feeling it. But I kind of am. I think I'm gonna put him in good. Because I genuinely think, like, I think the whole Genichiro package is so tight. So tight. I don't think we needed an Inner. Like, I get we had to have one. But I don't know. Maybe there was another boss that could have used an Inner, honestly. Maybe Inner Demon of Hatred or something like that. Inner Folding Screen Monkey, you know what I mean? Inner True Monk. Inner True Monk actually would have been kind of sick. True Monk doesn't have as much, like, story significance, though, so obviously, you know, Geni's gonna get a bit more out of it. I think we put him in good, though. I really think we put him in good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's something we do. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Ugh. My brain keeps going like, yeah. I'm also thinking about a million things in the background. I will say for free, my mind's running insanely fast at the moment, so you're gonna have to forgive me. But you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Who's next? Because this, yeah, the game splits at this point. I think the next one would have to be the monkeys, the folding screen monkeys. Where do we put them? Because they're not really a good boss now, are they? I think just bad. I think top of bad. I know there's like a way, like, I know speedrunners got like a trick to do it in like a few seconds, and I think I even pulled it off once or twice. I'll remember if I did it on or off stream though. I want to say I did though, but I don't know. So on top of that, there's not a lot of good things going on with these monkeys, because it really is, you either get them right off the bat or you're not getting them for a while. Because nothing works on these things. The purple one specifically, I still remember that purple one. I got beef with that one. I can't Oh my god. Like, you know, the invisible one behind you? That's clever. I like that. The green one, I think that's the one with the hearing, like the whole ring and the bell. That's cute. The red one, I still don't even know what his gimmick was. I always kill him way too quick. And purple just he can see, dude. He going. He gets going real hard. You know what I mean? Big sheesh. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking here. That's kind of what I'm cooking. Yeah. Wow, that's the only boss in Sempo, huh? I just realized. I was like, no, what's the other one? Nope, that's it, actually. Right. The whole gimmick, though, I will say, of like the hear no, see no, tell no, evil thing, that's fun. I like that. I do appreciate that. But a cute idea can only get you so far. Alrighty then. Let's do, because this is going to be an interesting one. Yeah. This is going to be an interesting one. Where do we put Corrupted Monk? Because she's definitely good. She's definitely good. Dare I say better than Inner? You know what I mean? I think she's really neat, and I think she has a really... I think she's actually, like... I like how, like, deceptively hard she can still be for a boss with 1 health bar. Because she's just really healthed up. You know? She's really healthed up and postured up, so, like, you really gotta keep on the onslaught. I think it teaches you a lot. And I like that. I think it's really fun, actually. To the point where... Because I want to do True Monk right after this, actually. I want to segue into it. I don't... No, True Monk's better. But I really like Corrupted. Yeah, True Monk's better. True Monk's definitely better. I put True Monk, like, here. I think she's really nice, actually. I feel a little bit weird with her, because I feel like she's one of those bosses where, like... It's the same vibe as Demon of Hatred, where I look at the 3 health bars and I go, that seems a bit much. You know what I mean? Because they don't usually do 3, but when they do, they do it. And I feel like they do 3 to fake a bit more difficulty. You know what I mean? I really think the 3rd isn't necessary, and especially with True Monk, you can even do that trick to kill the 2nd one immediately. So it almost doesn't matter. It basically is a 2 health bar boss. You just, not everyone's going to know the trick, and I whiff it sometimes too, and I like to think I'm Seki'd out of my O. You know? But, Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. I'm rattling about it. I'm thinking about her. I'm just making sounds and onomatopoeias while I'm thinking. Bum bum ba dum ba ba dum ba ba dum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum 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 ba ba bum bum ba bum ba. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm scheming, and it bugs me that I scheme so much. I scheme on a regular basis, do I not? God. Yeah. 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 Hmm. It's so weird. The centipede's cool too, now I'm thinking about it. And I like her little spinning thing that she does as well. Yeah. No, I think I put her in the right spot. I'm pretty sure I put her in the right spot. Yeah. I'm happy with where I put her. I'm happy with where I put her. I'm happy. I'm happy? I don't know about that. No, I am. I'm happy with where I put her. The only question is who's next. Oh, it's Monkey! Okay. Okay. I got things. I got things. I got things. I got things. I think Guardian Ape is a very weird boss that somehow makes it work. Because it's similar to something like Yobu, where it just doesn't work. Because it feels like it's from a different game. It promotes like weird things. Like the deflects are odd and weird and stuff like that. And he's got some freaky stuff going on. But then he gets headless and he becomes a lot more fundamentally Sekiro, a lot more deflect based, and I kind of enjoy that. And the more you do the fight, the more you actually like think a bit more. You know what I mean? Actually, I put him here. Like you get better. You get me? Yeah. Yeah. I think I actually like had a bit of an awakening there when I was talking, because I was like, okay, maybe we put him in average, because yeah, I see him as like Yobu, but I'm like, no, 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 no. I think he's better, so I put him in a little. We put him a little bit better. You know what I mean? Because I think he actually deserves it at the end of the day. Now, when he is headless and he brings out his stupid girlfriend, the game sucks. This one I'm passionate about. I think Headless Ape is actually just almost ruins my want to do the Gauntlet of Strength. I think it is horrible. I don't think it teaches you anything. I think Sekiro clearly doesn't benefit from a two-person fight, ever. Ever. And the only thing you can do in that fight is like Mortal Blade spam, and I don't feel like there's anything more doable, you know? I don't like it. I don't like Headless Ape. It always bugged me, and I'd always be like, I guess I'll just lose. Like, I'd go into the fight just expecting like a coin flip, like I make it or I don't, and it's not up to me. And that's not something you want to feel in a fight. You know what I mean? A good fight should be one you look back on with, like, fond and intense memories, you know? It's like an ex. That's what it should be. What a good one should be. This one's not a good one. This one was just bad to you. This one was just bad. And you joke about him. Ugh. And make slights, which is fitting because Headless Ape gets his girlfriend. It is only brownie point. It's cute. It's cute that the girlfriend ape she just gives up if you kill the headless one. How she's able to still love him with his head gone, who knows? But that's love for you, and that's kind of beautiful, isn't it? Ugh. And with that. Yeah, we're starting to get real funny now. Okay. Great Shinobi Owl. The old man one. I put him at the top of good. Yeah. I'd put him at the top of good. Because I think he's neat, but I think his predecessors beat him out. But I really like the cuteness of him being a scumlord. I think there's a lot of theatrics to his fight that you don't get in any other version. And I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? I think it's super neato. I like it. I really do appreciate it. Even all the annoying dumb stuff. And I love when you get the death blow and you do him the whole, like, you taught me well thing. Like, I love that. It's great. Owl's a very complicated, very selfish, very evil character. And it's very fun to see this man that, like, this dude's your dad. Like, he raised you, but he really looks at you and genuinely thinks, I brought you into the world, I can take you out. You know what I mean? Like, it's also very implied that, like, Owl just, like, would throw Sekiro in, like, a forest and just be like, alright, come out. If you do, good work. If you don't, well, I'll look for another son, I guess. Like, he didn't care for him. You know? But they didn't care for each other. But I think that's just fundamental shinobi stuff as well. But it was amazing. I love it. If I'm not mistaken, I think Miyazaki even said it was his favorite, or he, like, alluded to it being his favorite. And on top of that, I'm using this as an excuse for the others. Owl Father, pretty great. Yeah, very great, I would say, actually. Better than Genichiro. He ramps up the difficulty, he fights more honorably. He uses his stand owl, he's got a lot of fun little things going on. He still has a bit of trickiness to him with all the fake outs and stuff. He's a shinobi just like you, so he can make carry counter. The other one can make carry counter, but it actually happens more in this one, I always felt. And just a lot of good. A lot of all-around good. We appreciate it, frankly. Now, Inner Owl, though, I gotta say, Inner Owl. Look at me, chat. Follow me on this. Look at me. Look. Look at me. This might be a perfect. It might be. It might be. I think it actually has a very high likelihood of being such a thing. I really think it does. Because it takes Father. Because what the inners should be, in my opinion, is the inners should be you take an astonishing, amazing fight and bring it even higher, somehow. And all you gotta do is make a few new moves that are cool. That's all you need to do. I appreciate half of Genichiro. I don't like the twirl, I like the lightning deflect. I think it's ingenious. So, with Father, if I'm not mistaken, the changes are he's a lot more agile. I don't know the other change. I should look that up. Sekiro changes. Let me try and see. Yeah, he's just more like fake out. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He's just, I can't think of anything specific off the top of my head, and I'm trying to read really quickly, and I can't tell what looks good and what doesn't. But, or what looks new and what doesn't. But I will say this. It's very... Yeah, I think it's just he's like more agile and he uses Mist Raven and stuff like that. And he does things a little bit more differently. And it's good. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. The fact that I can't specifically pinpoint the new things, I think actually shows how well it just goes with the moveset. I think it actually holds my point a little bit stronger. I think Inner Father is a very fantastic boss and the height of Sekiro. I will say though, the people that say he's the hardest in the game, I don't know if I believe that. I personally don't believe that. But to each their own and such. That's what I think. I think he deserves to be there. I really like him. Oh my god, we only got a few more. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mario. Okay. Okay. Alright. Emma is average, but she's a pretty good average. I think I'd put her here. I think she's kind of just, it's like Way of Tomo, where she's just kind of an open door to Ishin. But I think she does a pretty good job. I feel bad that I had to keep just Mortal Blading her to death, because that works. Which I also found out, spamming that also kind of works on Ishin, low-key. So, you know, if you're having trouble, wink, you know? It's not consistent, though, so don't, if you lose, it's not my fault. But, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a lot of words, and that's what I'm thinking. However, Ishin Ashina is fascinating, because I would put him somewhere along the lines of there. I was thinking there. I don't like him, but I think he's good. And I think by the end of my, on my last, Gauntlets of Strength I did, I think I started to appreciate him more by getting it better. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Also, I just realized all the awfuls are headless in the name. I forgot it's headless. A lot of headless dudes in this game. I don't know why that tickles my fancy so hard. Ishin, though, it's great. You know, he's old and busted, but he still fights, and it's really neat. The only thing I ever didn't really like was I didn't like his big super crazy move, but it's not as bad once you actually just get the timing a little bit better. And I always hated that dodge that he did, where he would just go like, what? And he would just dodge your first swing. But if you know it's coming, and you swing, and then immediately get ready for the deflect, you're fine. He teaches you gotta play more defensive. And I like that. Because there's not a lot of bosses where you have to play defensive, I feel. You get me? So that's why I think Ishin deserves to be there. The Shuda Ishin. Man can be cool at any age, and we just gotta appreciate that. God, I don't know where to put Divine Dragon. Divine Dragon's like fine. Like, he's like average. He's pretty. He's very pretty, and I'm glad he's here. But I can't say much more. You get me? So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's very cinematic. I've never died to him before. If you have, call 1-800-EKIRO. I'm sure we have some tips for you. And that's really all that can be said. It's a big noodle dragon with a big tree sword. You don't even kill him. You just stab him in the eye and go, "Give me your tear." And he gives it. Because he's very merciful, man. Yeah, that's it. The lightning is fun, you know? I like screaming and getting hyped. So, yeah. That's really it. Now, something that is significantly less cinematic is Demon of Hatred, which I will actually put him somewhere along the lines of here. No. That looks better. Because, and I know what you're thinking, I bashed Gyobu and I bashed Guardian Ape and I really bashed Headless Ape for having this kind of thing that is just not what the game is the best at. And yeah, it's not, I think the best is when it's one-on-one sword guy or weapon person and you're clashing with each other, deflecting and slashing and jumping and all that stuff. I think making the enemy too fast or too big inherently causes a problem. more big than fast. Because it feels less like that. It just takes it away. I couldn't give you an exact thing off the top of my head. But yeah, that's kind of what I think. However, I like the cut of this guy. I like his cut G. And I think that it's actually one of those things where it's a big wailing fight, but it's not like Gyobu or Guardian Ape where he's running away from you all the time. He just does it sometimes, and you're already like back in his crotch by the time you're there. Like by the time he's ready. Like very, very simple once you get him as well. Like, it's interesting. It's another thing where I just can't agree that he's the hardest at all. I've had much harder times with others, and obviously, you know, case by case, people have harder things than other things. I bet you someone put Gyobu, Guardian Ape, and a Demon of Hatred all in perfect. And that's just my silly opinion. But that's kind of what I feel. I got my silly little opinion, and I try to justify it because it's better than just silently saying things without giving any reason. And I gotta talk, because I gotta talk, obviously. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I really like who he is, I'll say that, the identity. I like the fact that it's never outright said, I believe. I think Sekiro even goes just not knowing. Yeah. Because I think there's that old lady you talk to, and she's like, "Did you know that man?" And Sekiro said no. And whether he knows or not, I guess that's also up in the air now that I think on it. But who knows? He never really made any reaction. So I like to... He doesn't make a reaction to anything, though. Let's be real here. So yeah, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. The main point, though, is that this Foss bite, I'm telling you, goes kind of hard. And that's what I'm going at. Those are my words for you. Now these last two, I already got places for them. I think Ishin is another perfect. I think he's an amazing fight for an amazing game, for an amazing endings. I think he's really good. He is the only 3 health bar person that feels justified. And he gets, like, every phase is distinct, you know? He starts swinging the blade around in the first one. He starts spearing around in the second. He starts conducting lightning. He's throwing everything at you. You're seeing the Ashina fight style, which is taking bits and pieces of other fight styles that you think would work well together and using them. I think it's really cool. I love it. A lot. And I could fight him forever. And I still lose to him sometimes. It's not like Genny where I think I just got him on lockdown. That spear is horrifying, and the Glock is scarier. I also like the Glock. It shows you he's not an honest fighter, per se, but he never said he was. He said he's an amazing fighter. He's not an honorable one. History is written by the winners, and Ishin just kept winning for a good while, didn't he? However, Inner Ishin, if I'm gonna be real, I don't like him. I beat. For those that don't know, I beat everything in Sekiro. I got all 100 achievements. I got everything, every shinobi upgrade, all pearls, a bunch of memories, all that stuff. I did all the gauntlets, and I did that last one, and it took me a few streams. It took a stream or two. I'm pretty sure the 4th stream is just failed attempts. But yeah, I beat him, and I felt good. I felt good about myself. I felt proud about myself. But when I look back on it, I don't think she was really fun to fight. I felt challenged in the wrong ways. The 2 things they added, like the big black blade slash and the big crazy wind stuff he would do, they just seemed unnecessary. Like, I just don't think they complemented the moveset. You know? Like, the Black Blade one, I can go with it. I remember being really peeved at it for a long time because I had to teach myself to run from it. But, yeah. It's very weird. The other one I don't like. Straight up. Absolute, like, cat me to hell and back. I didn't like it. I didn't like the cut of its jib, and I didn't like what it was selling. You know? So yeah. That's kind of what I thought. I think Ishin's an amazing boss, but I think when you try to it's similarly to Genichiro, when you try to perfect perfection, when you try to add on to what I consider a pretty perfect fight, you rarely will you make it better. You know? And you could say that about Owl, but like Owl was a great fight that got improved on. I genuinely think Owl got improved on. I look back at Geni and Ishin, and I just don't feel the same way. I think Geni was close. I don't think he hit the mark completely, though, sadly. And I think Ishin just completely whiffed it. I think Ishin's actually the worst of the inner fights. But maybe I need to fight him again. Maybe that's something we're learning. When I inevitably play Sekiro again in years to come, maybe my mood will change. But for the moment, I think we got ourselves a Sekiro tier list. Yeah, let's go over it. Let's go over it. Let's just do a little whoop. Let's do a little bit over it. So for awful, we have Headless Ape and supposedly all of the ground, like the bosses you fight not underwater of the Headless. Then for bad, we have the water ones, the Folding Screen Monkeys, and Inner Ishin. That looks right to me as well. Average is weird, and I don't know if I'll ever be satisfied with average, but I think that's the whole point of the word average. But average, we got Lady Butterfly, and then after Divine Dragon, and then Emma, and then Gyobu. And I think that's right. I think having Gyobu as a benchmark was very helpful. Because I think at the end of the day, he's a pretty good benchmark. Just not a great boss. Just a very average boss. Then we have Inner Genichiro, we have Guardian Ape, we have Ishin we have Old Man Ishin, we have Corrupted Monk, and we have Great Shinobi Owl. I think these are all very fitting. Even if like half of it is just there's better versions right above them, I'm fine with that. I think True Monk, Demon of Hatred, Genichiro, both Way of Tomoe and the normal fight, and Owl Father, all deserve to be up there. I think they're amazing. I'm always having fun and giddy to fight them, with the last ones being Ishin and Father. And I'm gonna be real, I think Ishin beats Father just a little. I love Inner Father. I'm glad that they were able to refine him and make him better. They found a way to do it. And it's so seamless that, again, I can't actually remember what his thing is. Like, I don't remember the changes. And I think that holds a lot, honestly. And then you get Ishin. Final bosses tend to be pretty good. That's a lie. I feel like they actually tend to be bad. Ishin was an exception, though, regardless. He was a great one. A real one, dare I say. And I could see why a man like him is able to shape an entire country and name it after himself. You know? Yeah. That might just be. You know what I mean? Nah, that might just be a list. That might just be a list. I like what we came to a conclusion of. Yeah. I like what we made. I have to post it on Twitter too. Yeah. I itch my nose. I itch my everything. I go, ah. And that's how you rank. That's how we do it. blah 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 blah.